Happy December 9th day of Vlogmas. Hope y'all are doing well. I've done some things this morning. It is now 2 o'clock. So this morning I have worked a little bit, mostly on my peppermint hot chocolate sock for Shane. I have finished the heel flap and I've picked up all my heel flap stitches, and now I'm starting on the gusset decreases. I think I'm going to put it down for now until I finish. I need to do 2 sections on my old mill shawl today. Both of my animals are like attacking me. I sat on the couch and now they are both like freaking out. They're freaking out. Every time I get up and walk around today, they are like on my tail, and I'm just like, guys, give me a little bit of space this morning. But we are having family snuggle time now. I'm going to pull out my old mill shawl. I am so close to finishing. I have, because it's 3 colors, and you always do the colors in 1, 2, 3. So I finished yesterday the last section using color 1, so I'm on the last section using color 2, and then once I start the section with color 3, it's just that section and the bind off, and I'm done and I can block. So I'm like at that point where I feel like I'm so close to the end that I just like want to work on it so that I can finish it. I have some projects that are also have been taunting me, so I want to get this shawl off and done so I can feel a little less guilty about casting something else on. I really want to start A Weekender by Andrea Mowry. Ow, Ebony. I swatched for that a couple months ago, but my gauge was off, which is why I never started it. So I think I need to swatch again, see if I go down another needle size, if it'll be more accurate. And maybe I can start that because I really want A Weekender. It just seems like such a perfect like sweatshirt type sweater to throw on with other things. Ebony's nails are really, really sharp. I'm like feeling them while sitting here. I really need to trim them, but the nail clippers are all the way by that lamp. And if any of you have cats, you know as soon as you move, she will be gone. So I need to move them over here, so the next time I sit here and she comes up, I'll be more prepared. But yes, I think that is the plan for the afternoon. I've had my cup of tea for the day. I'm probably gonna make another. I'm thinking about which one I want. I don't know, hot drinks just seem really, really nice right now. So yeah, I think I'm gonna start watching Gilmore Girls again and knit. So I think that's the plan for the rest of the day. Gilmore Girls and knitting. I think it is so interesting to see the differences in the dyers in my 2 advents. So Molly from A Homespun House and then Stacy from Stress Knits. Like, these are really vibrant, super colorful, like really loud almost, and these are just like muted tones that are just really beautiful and stunning, but aren't as loud as these. And I think it's just really interesting to see the differences and how yarn and dye can be interpreted so with so much personality between people, and like they totally lend themselves to different projects that when I sit here and look at them, I think like these lean more for me toward a blanket or heels and toes things, or like a granny stripe or granny squares, because I don't tend to go for these colors as much. There's certain ones in here that I find really beautiful that I would love to have like a whole garment out of, such as this one, because it's just kind of a neutral with slight pops. So this one's kind of a neutral with slight pops. But Stacy's I really want to use in like one cohesive project for all of them. I think there was a shawl pattern that I had found, and I feel like they just all work so well together, and it would just be like a really wearable shawl because they're all so cohesive and muted that they would really match my wardrobe and just kind of go with everything that I already own. And none of them are so loud that it wouldn't like overwhelm my wardrobe, whereas these I feel like would be a really nice statement piece of a blanket like at home. So I just think it's really interesting to see the differences. I think it's really, really cool. Hello everyone. It's time for our daily sock pattern of Vlogmas. So socks today are the Claire de Lune socks by the Petite Knitter. These are a colorwork sock pattern and they sell on Ravelry for $7 Canadian. And they're inspired by the full moon views on the Arctic Sea evenings. They're knitted top down and they feature colorwork knitting throughout. The heels are with a afterthought heel, and you could actually have the mismatch, kind of how they're shown here, where they're fractal and they are inverse of each other, or you can do matching socks, and the sizes are great. They go from children, teens, all the way to adults. The pattern page lists how much negative ease you should have, and so the foot circumferences go all the way from 4.5 inches all the way up to 12.5 inches. And so there are sizes for 4.5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 12.5. So sock sizes that can fit basically everyone. So you need 2 colors, a main color and a contrast color. And then your yardage will vary based on if you do the matching or the inverse socks. And all this information can be found on the project page. This is an example of matching and then the inverse. I really like the inverse. I think it's quite fun. I think these just seem very winter inspired and I love them. They look really fun, and colorwork's always a fun knit because each round's always interesting. Hope you guys enjoyed.